I want to introduce you. This is my friend Anna Cook and her mom Amy. I have known Anna since before she was born. And Anna, how old were you when you were diagnosed with diabetes?
I was about 3.5.
About 3.5. Do you remember that at all?
No.
Wow.
I was really young,
So
so
as far as you remember, it's kind of your whole life.
yeah.
You've been living with diabetes. And when did Yoshi come into your life?
2018.
Yep. So he was
March of 2018 is when I got him.
Yep. There was a 2-year waiting list.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell us who Yoshi is.
So Yoshi is my black lab service dog, and should I show him?
Yeah.
Yoshi, stand. Come here.
Yoshi.
Come here.
Aw. Hi, Yoshi.
Say hi, Yoshi.
So that's Yoshi.
Yep.
And
he is 3 years old.
so you had him for 2 years already, but he's 3. So he was a year old when he came to you?
Yeah, about a year and a half.
About a year and a half.
And so he's like 3.5, I guess.
And how does he help you?
When my blood sugar, there's been a few times where I don't feel my blood sugar drop or go up dangerously high or dangerously low, and Yoshi senses it and he tells me that my blood sugar is not right, and he's saved me a lot, I guess. So I do cross country skiing. I am on a team for my middle school, or used to be, and he came to one of my races. I was about to go and start the race, and Yoshi alerted my dad, and I was dropping, but I didn't know it, and I was about to go race, so that could have been really dangerous if he wasn't there.
So he's trained. It's been a lot of training when we first got him, he was trained in going out into public and being in schools and stores, but he wasn't trained to diabetes. So that was what Anna had to do.
He was trained to alert for diabetes, but he wasn't trained to alert me. So we had to train him to, basically what they said was we had to train him to my smell. So apparently every diabetic has a different low, to dogs it smells different when one person's low than when a different person's low. So he had to be trained to my smell.
So yeah, we picked the numbers 70 for low and 190 for high. And she did hit them frequently enough so that there was plenty of training for him.
He goes to school with you?
Yep, but obviously we don't have real school, or we didn't have real school, and I shouldn't be going out in public very much right now, so he's kind of out of practice.
With the public part?
Yeah, he's still alerting. He's definitely still alerting.
Has it made a difference for you in terms of how safe you feel doing things?
Yeah, so again, the Nordic race, now after that experience, I know that if I don't feel low or if I don't feel high, then he always knows, so I can it's a little bit of weight off my shoulders. He takes away some of the stress of diabetes.
Can he tell from another room in the house?
Oh boy. He can tell from a very long distance away if my blood sugar is off.
There was a few times when Anna was off somewhere, but Yoshi would still alert me or John, and he was right, but it was miles and miles away. So we were like, maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe he's, wanting to go outside or whatever. And then we hiked Mount Sunapee, and Anna was in Wilmot at a friend's house, and we got to the top of the mountain, and he alerted, And it was just so clear. She had just eaten lunch, so her blood sugar went up. And it had happened so many times. We actually emailed his trainer and said, like, what's going on? Is this even possible?
Yeah.
And she said that she just hears stories where they just have a sense that their person is not
sense, yeah. And
well, and it's not scientific,
smell.
it's not smell, it's just a connection that they have, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, at first I thought, like, oh, he can tell that my dad is anxious, that because I'm high or low. And I was like, oh, that's why. And he was like, nope, I didn't know that your blood sugar was off. And I was like, well, then how is he doing it? It's just
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
What difference has it made for you as a parent, Amy, to have Yoshi in your family?
I think the biggest thing is, living with diabetes is so stressful. And the last thing we as parents like to see is our children being stressed or, going through hard times. And as much as Yoshi does a great job blood sugar wise, he just brings joy to Anna, to the family.
He really does.
He's funny. We've had so many laughs, and it takes away from that kind of not so fun disease and puts joy in that place. So I think that's been it's great. When we went on the waiting list for him, we didn't have the technology we have now of managing blood sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we're pretty safe technology wise, but there's plenty of times when he is right and the technology is wrong. He's in real time, and the technology has like a 15-minute lag. So he can detect it.
I'll be like 110, 115, and that's like my target blood sugar. And he's over here like, she's low, or she's high. And like, I'm like, you're wrong, go lay down. And he, like 15 minutes later, I just plummet, or I like go way up. It's fun. He's a fun dog to have around.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite the personality.
Yeah.
He's a very dramatic dog.
Can we see him one more time to say goodbye?
Yeah. Yoshi, sit.
Aw, there we go. The girl and her dog. Aw. He's always beautiful. Kisses.
Good boy.